How to get funding for your business idea. Do you have an amazing business idea, but no idea how to get money to launch it? Are you like me, short on rich family members, but full of business ideas? Well, let me tell you exactly how you get it done. I've been exactly where you are, started with an idea, and now I have multi-million-dollar businesses. I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. Let's go. I'm going to share with you exactly how to get your business funded, even if you have bad personal credit. I'm going to share with you how I went from zero to hundreds of thousands of dollars in business funding in just a few months, and how I have students doing it even faster than I did. And I'm going to share with you my big secret on what not to do so that you don't lose money as you're trying to get your business funded. There are so many benefits to having your own business and taking that business idea to an actual business. I'm going to quickly tell you, this is Noelle, and I started off in my parents' basement, literally. I had 2 kids and was pregnant with a 3rd kid when we had lost everything, literally had to file bankruptcy, had multiple foreclosures, and I had to move back in with my parents, with my husband and my kids. I was a total loser. That's the bottom line to it. And now I'm a successful entrepreneur who runs 6 businesses. So yes, it can be done. You literally can take all of those business ideas that you have and turn them into profits. And again, there are so many benefits to doing it. Today, I get to run a business where I create my own hours, I create my own paycheck, and I get to create the life that I want. When you take your business idea to an actual business, you get to bring to life a new thing. It's almost like my situation with being a mom. I take this thing that doesn't really exist and then I turn it into an actual thing. So it's completely possible to turn all of those business ideas into profits, and I'm gonna tell you exactly how to do it. So in order to get that business from an idea to an actual business and get funding for that business idea, let's talk about what you need to do. The first thing that everyone has to do and you need to know is start the business on paper. If you actually want a store or you want a salon or whatever the business may be, you need to decide if you're selling a product or a service or both, and write out the idea. Again, make a business plan of what it is that you are going to be doing. If you want to get your business funded and you want to take that idea and have people give you money for it, you need to write down what your plan is. Now, I'm not saying that you need to spend a whole bunch of money or have people write up anything for you, but you got to get clear on your vision. What does the business do? Where are its customers coming from? What do you project the income will be, and how much money will you be spending on your marketing and things of that nature? Just get clear on a couple of ideas and make sure that you write it out in a way that makes sense, where other people can clearly understand what it is that you do, who your customers are, and how you're going to make profits. This is the step that most people skip, and this is why most businesses never get off the ground. I'm going to tell you, it's actually very easy to write a business plan out. It doesn't take very long. I have students that can get it done in like an hour or 2, and it's actually a very, very good thing because you will have it already typed up, you will have it available, and it won't seem like you just made it up in order to get funding. If you already have your business plan outlined, you've written it up, and you start building the business, then you go get funding, they will know that you didn't just write this document up in order to get money from them. So take the time, write out your business plan, and get it ready and start executing on it. Next step, make the business a real business. Set the business up. You're going to need to go get the business registered with the Secretary of State. So name your business. Get an LLC or a C Corp or an S Corp. Again, make it a legal entity. Get an EIN number. Get a professional phone number. Get a professional website. These are going to be things where you have an actual business that someone can look at if they Google you and find that you have a business. This is going to set you apart from most business ideas. This is how you will take that business idea and turn it into an actual business that people will lend money to. You'll be surprised how much money people will lend to your business just for having a decent website, a professional phone number, not your cell phone, a professional email. And I don't mean just an email that says like, abcbusiness@gmail.com. an actual business email. Again, I've made an entire video that breaks all of this down for you. I'll make sure to put a link in the description box below. Please watch that video so you can get the full ways on how to make your business in just a few steps. Again, I have students that can create their whole business in just a day, and you can do it too. But the key to it is you need to do those steps so that the business is a legal entity, something that people can actually fund, something that people can actually invest in. If you just keep the business as an idea and in your head, it's not an actual business, and you're not going to be able to get funding for it unless you have a rich family member. But I didn't have any. I don't know about you. And then last but not least, start building business credit fast. I'll quickly tell you, business credit is what changed my business forever. I used to have to use my own personal credit cards and my own personal savings in order to have capital and savings for my business. And I was fine doing that, but it wasn't until I started getting business credit, getting lines of credit, business credit cards, and all of these funds in my business's name that I was truly able to quit my job and never have to return. You can do the exact same thing. You can build business credit really quickly if you do the steps that I outlined, but you'll also need to make sure that you get an EIN, which is in your employer identification number, a business checking account, and start building business credit with a Dun & Bradstreet number. So there's 3 business bureaus that you want to start to learn about. The first one is Dun & Bradstreet, the second one, Equifax Business, and the third, Experian Business. Now I'll tell you, Dun & Bradstreet is the biggest of all of the business credit agencies. That is where you want to make sure that you have a business credit profile. Some people will tell you you can skip this step, but I'll be very honest, I have not been able to get into the millions without having a Dun & Bradstreet credit profile. And I'll also tell you, it's actually pretty easy to do. I don't know why anyone would tell you to skip this step. It's completely free to get your DNB number, and you can start having trade lines on that business profile in just a matter of months. So why wouldn't you? Then you can start off with getting some vendor credit, use companies like Uline, Quill, and Grainger. Then you can quickly upgrade to getting store credit cards such as Walmart, gas cards like, Chevron and Shell, again, business credit cards. And then you can move on to getting those cash credit cards, Citi Business, Chase Business Inc., Capital One, American Express business credit cards, and a slew of other lines of credit. In fact, I have millions of dollars in my business's name just by doing this process for my businesses and then repeating it over and over with each new business idea that I get. And this is how you can take those business ideas and turn them into cash. Once you've started building your business credit, go ahead and apply for things, okay? Do not be afraid to apply for business credit cards. Do not be afraid to apply for funding in your business's name. Most businesses fail because they do not have enough capital to sustain them. As you know, I used to work full-time. I was a working mom. I used to be the mom that was late picking their kids up from daycare. I was always working overtime if I needed more money. And now I live the life that I love because I have a business and my business is well funded. And that could not happen if I did not take the time and take a step, take a risk, and apply for business credit, okay? So don't be afraid to apply. Ask them what the terms are, ask them what their requirements are, and start to go for it. Okay, so I have shared with you exactly how to get business funding for that business idea. You have all of the steps. Make sure you click those links below. I put some resources below that will allow you to get business funding. I put some companies there. You can click on those links. You can even be a startup and get funding with those links that I put below. I want you to click on those links. I want you to start applying, and I want you to do the steps that you need to do so that you can have the life that you want. Make sure you like this video, subscribe to my channel, click that little notification bell so you do not miss any of this free content that I am bringing to you every single weekday. I want to make sure that you have all of the tools, all of the resources, and all of the knowledge that you need to be successful. This is Noelle, to your success.